If your mama never taught you how to clean, I'm Candace, I'm a pro cleaner, and I'm going to teach you how to clean. Terracotta, this one is for you. This is everything you are going to need to know about how to clean a porcelain sink. First, let's start with our products and tools. This is Soft Scrub. This is my go-to for porcelain sinks. This will clean and sanitize, brighten and whiten, and this is what we're going to be using today. If you prefer a non-bleach alternative, this Scrub Daddy Sift Clean is amazing. Baking soda is going to be the next step down from this. BioClean is my secret weapon I'm going to be using today to remove some stains. This also removes rust from stainless steel, gets hard water off your glass, and so many things. My favorite tool for this job is 0000 steel wool. It is delicate enough to use on glass, but strong enough to clean any surface. I'm going to show you how to use a pumice stone, but this is not my favorite tool to use for this, but it is an option a lot of people love. And I'm going to have a crevice brush on hand to get into small spaces. If you don't have grates, you can ignore this part, but if you have grates, we are going to start by taking the feet off of them and soaking them in whatever is your favorite bleach or mold-killing solution. I prefer bleach for this job, and no, Becky, I don't want to hear your presentation on how you hate bleach. This is not a bleach-free household, and I prefer bleach for this job. Now that I've got those soaking, I am going to go in and scrub my grates. I'm just going to use a dish brush for this. You can also just throw these into the dishwasher, and that would be the easiest way to do this. I'm at a client's house, so I'm not going to be doing that. All right, now let's talk about removing some stains. We have stains around the edge of our drain, very common with sinks. So let's talk about using a pumice stone. We want to make sure that our surface in our pumice stone is wet the entire time we're using the pumice stone, and we want to be careful not to touch the metal of the sink because it will scratch that. You're just going to work the pumice stone into the stain to remove it. As you can see, it's taken off the discoloring around the drain. Now for the BioClean. By far the easiest way to do this. You put a little BioClean on a paper towel and you rub away the stain. Stuff is literally magic, y'all. And now for our method we're going to be using for the remainder of this demonstration, our Soft Scrub and our steel wool. I wish I had some magical cleaning secret to teach you here, but I don't. You just go in and scrub the sink with the steel wool. Don't forget to scrub your backsplash, the front of your sink, and your faucet. And when cleaning your faucet, don't forget about this part right here. I like to just take a brush. I'm using the crevice brush on this. You can also use the dish brush, a sponge, whatever you prefer. Make sure you get that gunk off of there. Now we're going to let it sit. You know we read labels here. So our label is recommending a dwell time of up to 3 minutes. And to remove stains, mold, and mildew to leave on for 5. So we're just going to let him hang out for a while. Once we've completed some other tasks in the kitchen, we are just going to come back and rinse all of the soft scrub off of the sink. Now that we've got the sink rinsed, we are going to go in with some BioClean and just do some spot removal. We have some marks that the grates have left on the sink, and so we are just going to buff those out. We're also going to go in with BioClean and a microfiber and polish up our fixtures. Then we are going to take that same microfiber and polish and dry our entire sink. Now that our sink is done, I'm going to go back in and finish these feet and grates. I just like to take my little crevice tool to get down and scrub all of that gunk out of these. Also, holding them under the water is a great tip to get all this out, but I've already dried my sink, so I'm not going to go back in and do that. This little brush is fantastic for getting in here. I think this is like a straw cleaning. Once our grates are rinsed off, the feet are back on, that is it. You have a beautiful, shiny porcelain farmhouse sink.